you burn extensive amounts of fuel, and the rising cost has really put a hurt on our bottom line.
I think one of the big problems is cost of repairing a motor.
Today's average oil change for this truck in the shop is about $260.
The cost of engines, they're incredible. And if you had to replace an engine, it's very expensive.
It is so costly, even to change oil, change lubricants, but especially if you're having to overhaul a motor.
The rising cost of the world that we live in, it's not going to change.
We need to do something to increase savings.
What needs to change is our thinking with better ways towards our maintenance and increasing our bottom line.
This will help reduce your cost per mile. You don't have to change the oil nearly as often. It's keeping the oil cleaner.
You're going to save a ton of money by less oil changes, less maintenance, less wear and tear on your vehicle.
By keeping it cleaner, you're going to get longer engine life. The longer the engine life, the less downtime the vehicle has.
The truck driver can have a day off, but the truck can't.
The cheaper it is to operate. In today's economy, you've got to do it. This is our fuel dilution, either with a gasoline engine or a diesel engine, or water.
Well, that water is a killer to oil.
Hydrogen sulfide.
In a refinery, you take all the hydrogen sulfide you can. It's a byproduct of the oil. There's nothing you can do about it.
All those things are killers to oil. They break it down.
If you don't take all that stuff out of your oil, it essentially mixes it together, and your oil will break down over time.
Once it breaks down, you lose.
Filters do a good job, but they don't do a total job. This will do the total job that you must do to keep an engine running.
It's a precision machined part that is essentially taking advantage of the thermodynamics of the gases, the thermodynamics of the elements within the oil itself to separate themselves and continuously purify the oil.
And the cleaner the oil, the better your engine and the longer your engine's going to run.
In a similar fashion as the distillation tower in a refinery.
It works like a small refinery. It uses the heat of the engine, and it takes a side cut off of it.
It swirls through this chamber, and because of that action, it actually separates things like the water and other contaminants from the oil itself.
Actually will clean the oil cleaner than when you put it in.
The water goes one way, gets expelled.
Why change it? You don't need to.
You're just getting a cleaner oil that is going into the engine, which is the life of the engine.
The better maintained the oil is, the less fuel you're going to use.
It is the blood of the engine.
Increase the amount of your oil changes and will increase your bottom line.
Instead of paying it out to the mechanic, being able to keep those dollars right in your own pocket.
Not only am I speaking as a fleet manager, but I'm also speaking as an individual who's owned trucks as an owner-operator and understands the rising costs in the competitive world of trucking.
It's an awesome thing, and I'm excited to put it on my equipment and be a part of this.
The money that it costs for you to install the system is a small fraction in the money which you will save on the end of having the system in place.
Just add a third of the lifespan to that heartbeat, which is the motor. It's exciting, super exciting.